races, that's one thing. But if you think, oh, we belong to the white race and it's superior, then you got that belief, which I think is erroneous. But it's my attitude, not theirs. And you can't convert them. Sometimes you might be able to through education. But that wasn't my job when I was an educator to teach people what their racial outlook ought to be. Although I think I managed to instill some of that notion into them along the way. Because I got this reputation of being liberal with the Board of Trustees and the administration of the university.
I thought Western was a liberal arts college.
Well, yeah, they used that title. Liberal arts, yeah.
Well, it must be different today than back then.
Well, it was
when you were starting
it was
teaching.
Different then too, but it wasn't uniform. I mean, I'm sure not everybody there today has exactly the same attitude about what equality really amounts to, or what it entails. And
I mean, that's why we invented equity.
But you see, you already have a discrimination between people that are educated and people that you're trying to educate.
Even with the sum of human knowledge at the fingertips.
Yeah, sure. But that's what you've got to use. That is the knowledge of that is accessible to them and help them find it. Even you don't know all the answers, but you know where they can be hunted for.
Well, I mean, it's just not time efficient to know all the answers. Like, why waste your life like learning everything when somebody else already learned that, so you can move on and start learning new things.
I mean, when you go to a university, a liberal arts university, you don't expect to learn the answers to all of these questions, but at least how to find them, how to find the answer. That's all we can teach. And you aren't supposed to teach the answer, but how to find the answer. But you can't help teaching, disclosing through something you say or do what your attitude is, whether you're a rightist or a leftist. And my administration knew that I was on the left. They knew that. I don't know how they knew it, but it was true. I chose the left instead of the right.
I've decided to be a liberal Republican.
Yeah. Well, that's possible.
I do not compromise on my extreme leftist ideologies.
But you don't want to be a Democrat.
I don't know. Like, people get offended when I tell them that, like, the best Masons were anarchists, but so were the best like religious founders. And I don't know, probably founders of every founder of anything was a little bit of an anarchist, because usually you have to like supplant, usurp, or overthrow something.
Part of anarchy is disputing the consensus that seems to be prevalent. If it's a little bit on the right, then you try to bring it over to the left a little bit. And you can do that in an unobtrusive way, apparently, although I never was that subtle about it. I didn't realize I was letting people know that I was liberal until I found out that that's what the administration and the Board of Trustees thought of me. I didn't argue about it, but I don't know how they found out. But anyway, I think for some reason I got the notion that the truth to many problems will be revealed in a dream somehow. And so there are a couple of examples that I can think of offhand where I did have a dream that seemed to be the answer to some question I was tussling with. And so I was hoping on something that Trump said that I would have what I didn't agree with. And I was hoping I would get a dream that would give me the answer that I could use or to persuade me that I really was right and Trump was wrong. But Trump isn't an evil man, you know. He is a man that I don't agree with on many points, but he's not on the side of evil. He tries to do well. Nearly everyone wants to be on the good side instead of the bad side. If those are bad names, but you can't be neutral about everything either. But anyway, I'm waiting for the answer to some of many problems if they'll be revealed in a dream, and it's silly, of course, to think that could happen. Well, your dreams are something you create yourself. They're not an answer from the hereafter. Although much in the Bible was revealed in dreams.
Forrest, I'm sending this to this is the name of John, who runs the Out of the Ashes band. And Naaman, I think, may have told him. Just tell him you're a guitarist, you're Max Higby's grandson, and that you're interested in playing
Okay. Yeah.
with him.
Cool. Sounds good.